Yo, what's up, Kevin? Quirky, what's up, dude? Welcome on in. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. I keep saying we're gonna do something different, but I want to get to this box so bad that we're gonna keep doing that. So, do you recall how much the Spider-Man Commander boxes were when they came out? I mean, I was able to get one or two at like $320, but they've been hovering in like the, I think 300, 3 or 350, I want to say. But I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. Details. What's up, Brooks? There we go. Why, are you trying to buy some? Trying to get your paws on some? I conditioned to sleeve so many cars today. I'm spent. Back to listing tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking. I need to get some conditioning done tomorrow. Too much. Mike, you're not wrong there, dude. What's going on, dude? Trying to get your paws on. I finally remembered to change my stream delay. Apparently my stream delay was on like 20 seconds or something ridiculous. So now there'll be a little less lag between you guys asking or just us talking in general. Fucking. I really don't want to do this box at all. So much. Oh, just so much random. Nothing in order. I also forgot to get a trash can, so I'm throwing all my trash right on the ground today. Hello from Huntington Beach, California. Hello from Titusville, Florida. What's up, Jim? All right, all the Sword and Shield stuff, as usual, goes to the side for another day. We're doing all the Scarlet Violet stuff. Mega. And this is all jacked up. There's nothing in order at all. So this is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Brooks, my brother is. What's MSRP on this packs when they usually come out? It varies by set. I mean, MSRP is MSRP, so it should be like 40-ish or something, I think. 30 or 40? I don't know. It depends. Collector boxes are weird. Yo, what's up, Krabby? Hope you're having a good day, dude. Thanks again for being on the old podcast the other week. That was very fun. Oh, I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. You got, did you talk to anybody yesterday? Energies. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good Friday. Brooks 69 pack MSRP play boosters collectors 37, yeah, so 37.40. Yeah. Front of my LCS is moving against August, 15 miles down the road. Been there for 40 years. Dang. Yeah, that. Did they say why? Is like rent getting too much? Like, what's the issue there? Pokey Gator. I'll have to add it to the watch later list. I don't know that I've ever heard of him before. But if it was a good talk, then I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Random One Piece cards. Trash. Okay, I don't know what the hell this is, but we're not. This ain't vibing here. This ain't doing it. That sucks. Like, I understand everyone's got to make a little money, but you figure after being there for 40 years, you'd kind of be a little, you know, help a brother out kind of situation. Ah. I mean, if he's having to move covers it's got to be some insane number. I'd have to imagine. That over there. Trash on the ground. Sparks. Promo. Ooh, what is that? That's a nice little reverse hollow Lapras. Actually, we'll do this one. That's not bad looking. The light's a little too much, but nice little card there. I have about 130 packs sealed of 22 Silver Tempest. How much to list my packs to move fast? Thanks for your time and energy. I don't know that I would want to move those fast. But I would try to find like local breakers or something that would pay you probably more than you would online with fees. But you could always, you know, find out what the market price is on them and just mark them up 20 or 30% and then let them sit and see what happens. SV1. What up, Bronze? What's up, Rick? Hope you're having a good Friday, dude. This is like way more jumped up than I think. Thanks, no problem, dude. Are you setting up a table at the show this weekend or just going to enjoy it? Depends. So I've had this like crazy headache for the last week and I've been trying to figure out what's going on because I never get headaches. And I realized that one of my molars I never had taken out, basically the entire side of it is obliterated. So I made an appointment to go see a dentist tomorrow morning. And either I'm going to go, they're going to pull it out same day, and then I'm not going to do anything tomorrow. Or I'm going to go, they're going to give me some antibiotics and some pain medicine to last a week until I can get scheduled to be seen and then get it pulled. So me going to the show is entirely dependent on that. And if I do go, then I would just be going to walk around. I'll probably just record talking to people. I'll make some pamphlets to pass out of like, hey, I buy bulk. That actually might be a good idea to do the video on. I was like, hey, you know, one of the things I talk about buying bulk is, you know, going to shows and passing out, you know, hand flyers and stuff. So I could do that and just kind of just shoot the shit with people. Still at work? You got to fix that, dude. You gotta be like, hey, I'm done. I don't want to work anymore, and then just leave. At work, I'm very much a forgiveness versus permission kind of guy, so I don't necessarily do what I want, but I definitely, you know, push my luck sometimes. But I'm also really good at my job, so I get away with some things. If it's abscess, it's one of the worst pains. It's not an abscess. I know that. It's just now getting to the point where it's like intermediarily, like kind of like throbbing. And it's probably been there for longer than I knew. It's just like so far in the back that I never use it. So it's like, it is what it is. So we'll see. Thankfully, you know, they charge flat prices, so their flat price is like $200, and then with insurance, it's probably not going to be that much. So it'll suck because I don't want to waste my whole Saturday like not being able to do anything cool, but I also don't want to be in pain longer than I need to be. So I do have a pretty decent threshold for like your low to mid tier pain, but tooth pain is a different level. I'm a little truck driver, so long hour work days for me. What do you drive? Like a bread truck? Like a grocery truck? What kind of trucks? If you could compare Spider-Man to Scarlet and Violet Pokemon set, which would it be in terms of value and demand? That's like apples to oranges, dude. Spider-Man had its own set of issues. And you can't really compare it to like what Scarlet and Violet was when it first came out, in my opinion. The issue with Spider-Man is that it was just such a small set, and like there were so many legendary creatures that playing it was a little wonky, and it was just a bunch of small things that kind of added up. Scarlet Violet, when it first came out, like no one wanted it because they had ramped up, you know, the printing numbers had been ramped up to where we kind of want them now, and you know, it was just in that phase of the market. Oh wow, another Brooks. Should we do the Spider-Man meme? Yeah. Dog, I'm literally dealing with a toothache right now. Yeah, you should definitely, it's just one of those, tooth pain's no joke, man. It's like, it's like, it sucks to waste the day on it, but like, you know, the immediate, and like I said, this headache I've been having, I'm now starting to think that this headache I've been having has been caused by this tooth pain that I didn't realize was there. Yeah, I mean, nobody wanted Spider-Man, not because it was Spider-Man, but it was because it was a small set, because I think there was something else coming out at the same time. It was just a weird situation. I think you can still buy collector boosters for like under $400. I don't even know what this is. Elestrals? Just get out of here. Burning Shadows. Tooth and or earache are devastating. You better believe it. I would almost say earache is worse. But yeah, it's like... Sucks to spend the time and the money, but like you got to do it, or else it's just gonna linger and get worse. Especially when you're dealing with like damp places, like your ear or your mouth, where like things can just get in there and wreak havoc without you knowing. Not fun. Floatstone? Nice. I think floatstone is like a trainer used a lot in older formats. I don't think it's too crazy. It might be like $1 or $2. Old Houndour. Energy. I broke a tooth last Thanksgiving, just decided to have it pulled instead of trying to fix it. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have the option. I'm going to have it pulled, but, yeah. The only thing you have to be cognizant of is, like, which tooth it is and, you know, that type of stuff, because if you don't have enough teeth, like, if you have, like, your molars pulled and then, like, you have something else pulled, then you're going to start getting into gray areas when you're older. Fortunately, I'm not that bad off, so it'll be okay, but yeah, just get it out, rip it out, root and stem. You jacked. I want a gold tooth someday just because. Dude, with that gold, you could go buy like some sealed Pokemon. You should buy you should buy sealed Pokemon over a gold tooth. I mean, you're obviously more than welcome to do whatever you want, but I would go buy like an ETB or something. Isn't there like a lot of upkeep when it comes to having like gold teeth or platinum teeth or any of this sort? Like weird polish and crap that you have to do. Heyo, should be getting some cards this later tonight. Dude, that's awesome, dude. The weekend's the time to do it. I'm going to try to get into a habit of, you know, on one of my days off of the two, one of them is going to be nothing but listing and sorting and set in whatever. So like, I'm going to try to do like 1,000 listings, like some crazy amount of listings, just 5 or 6 stacks of cards, 7 or 8 stacks of cards or whatever. And then just schedule them out through the week. And then that way, if I'm able to list more during the week, it's like bonus. But if I don't, then I know I got it all taken care of on the weekend when I had the time. And it just opens me up to be a little more liberal with what I do during the week. Trying to be a little more better about that type of stuff so I can, you know, stay ahead of the curve with all the work that needs to be done already. What year, what set are you currently working on organizing right now? This is just this box back here. It's like when I buy bulk and there's a bunch that is just completely mixed up, I just put it in one box, and then when it gets full, I just sort it all at once. So this is just all, it's mostly Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet. There's a few older things. There's some random Japanese stuff. There's some random One Piece cards. There's some random Japanese One Piece cards. So when things are this jacked up, I don't like doing it for more than an hour or two, which is why it's like the perfect thing to do on stream. I just get to chat with you guys and painfully move through this stuff. Everything's upside down, everything's backwards. It's just miserable. Even veneers you have to be careful with. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I think that's the main reason why I would never want to do anything like that, just from the upkeep and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be surprised with optical tooth. But man, it sounds cool. No, it does. Can't you get like a cap or something, or like those? Like, I remember when, like, Trevor Lawrence, there was the meme where he was, like, Gangster Trevor, and, like, the whole team got into these, like, clip-on, like, these fake, it was, like, a clip-on fake diamonds that he was just able to, like, just clip on his teeth, or clip over his teeth. You could do something like that. It's like, I'm trying to impress anybody, right? Just date night, put on a gold tooth, just like you would put on an earring or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to discourage you from doing it, but I'm just trying to think of all the other things that go into it. I do that a lot with everything. It's like, okay, I want this, but like, how much stuff do I do not? How many things are there that I don't want to do that I will be doing if I do it? And then if the list is like 2 things long, then I just don't do it. Awesome. I agree. Mega Shrouded. Where do we put Shrouded? Shrouded's right there. Shrouded. Prismatic. Mega. Paldean Fates. Mega. Fates. Yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong. Oh, random Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This one has some, like, random star pattern on it. Is that like a star foil or something? Scuberta La Maestra. I don't even know what that says. What does that say? Yu-Gi-Oh! Scuberta La Maestra. Oh, it's crap. Star foil. Here in Houston, they're very popular because of Paul Wall. Oh, I believe it. Oh, it's called a star foil. Okay. Dude, Paul Wall is awesome. Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has 10 million. Yeah. I knew they had a lot. I didn't realize it was that much. That makes me want to do it even less. Even less. Ooh, McDonald's promo. Starter deck, something or another. Bianca, Dive Ball. Got a couple older cards. Darkness Ablaze Lugia action. It's like I keep getting hyped to like start alphabetizing the stuff that I have, and then at the same time I keep dreading it, and I just don't do it. I have about 20,000 sports cards. I got to look through this summer, organize my own collection. Plus, I bought it with a future headache. Yeah, it's like the pain you set yourself up for, knowing that there's reward if you can power through it. It's funny, man. It's like I want to do this for the rest of my life, and still there's moments where it's like I don't want to be doing this right now. But I think that's normal. You know? I'm hoping we find like one really cool sick thing in this whole box, which there's probably not. Trash. I have Towers and Towers of Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Gundam, Immortalist going to make some headway right now. I think that's an excellent idea. Pull up a chair, grab a seat. Now's as good a time as any. Hey! We got one Rotom V. Probably a buck or two. And this random thing. Random Chinese stuff. Okay. Come on. Try to keep this pile a little more like a pile and not like a garbage. Cards are cool. TCG and sports cards. I like those non-sports cards from Topps. Yeah. Those are pretty awesome. It doesn't even have to be cards I collect, man. Just cards are cool. It's amazing no matter how way I rotate this stack, it always seems I'm having to correct way more than I need to. Old PC. Energy. Okay. So you guys know what I have going on this weekend. What do you guys have anything going on this weekend? What are your big outside cards? You have any crazy cool events or anything you're going to, or just playing homebody and doing the card life? Oop, missed one. Mega Journey. Dog sitting? What kind of dog? That actually sounds kind of cool. I miss my dog. I miss her. I miss her. Dog sitting. My Teachy Bear was pretty much stalled since I added a floor price. Also, choose our floor price right at the start of the slow season. Focus more on buying a content. That's a solid idea, dude. And don't be too discouraged about the price floor, because that's what it's there for. It gives you a little extra time to do other stuff. Get a little more for your cards, and eventually, once you get more and more listed, and same old song and dance. So it. Card life, waiting for cash to buy supplies to be a pro like you. I'm far from a pro, but yeah. What's up, Mike? But I think I just need to start listing. Always be listing, bud. It's the most important thing you can be doing. It's my birthday weekend and I ain't doing shit. Happy birthday, Rick. How old are you, dude? May, for your birthday, I hope you get a big old fat box of bulk and you find some absolute heaters in it. eBay, and I do have to put in some job applications this weekend. Always fun. Yeah. I can't imagine how crappy the job market is right now. Going for anything specific, or just whatever you can get? Mixed breed doggies, about medium size. That's as big as I'd ever go. I'm not I don't mind big dogs, but if I like every dog I've owned, it's been a tiny one. Like not super tiny, like rat terrier. My doggie that I had for like 13 years, she died a year or two ago, but she was this nice little rat terrier. She's about 10, 15 pounds. Super quiet, super fun. She didn't like doing like typical dog things. Like she didn't chew on stuff and she didn't chase things. She just liked to be loved on, and she liked to roughhouse a lot. So I'd have to like throw her around my bed. I had roommates when I first got her, and they had like these giant like, it was like a pit mix, and then it was like a, I don't even remember what it's called, like a Peruvian Ridgeback or something. I don't know, just these 80-pound, 100-pound dogs. So she got used to getting roughed up. In a good way. In a good way. Jacked. Mega Phantasmal. At some point within the week, hopefully I'm getting a payout for my car. Just found out it was total. Some kid in Nashville rear-ended me. Nice. That's amazing. I hope it comes quick. I was watching the kids this weekend. Wife and daughter are in Florida this weekend with the Gymnastics Nationals. My daughter just barely won first overall. Let's go, dude. Were you able to record it? Like, do you have it on video so you can relive it someday? May the bulk gods be here. Yeah, may the bulk gods hear you. Absolutely. Rodosian. Yeah. It was a sweetheart, but I desperately want to get another one because it's, like I said, it's been about 3 years, so it's like I'm ready to have one. But also, I'm so focused on cards and stuff that, you know, it's not going to be fair to the dog. And I don't want them just, you know, I don't want to pull a Hassan Piker and just have my dog sitting in the background for 12 hours a day. So I just, you know, it'll happen one day. Until then, I'll just play uncle to friends and coworkers' dogs and do it that way. I work in IT, specialize in networking and system admin, and I aim for higher end ed jobs, which is what I do now. My girlfriend is a professor with a PhD. Holy shit. Yo, what's up, Shane? Yo, Bronze. Those dogs can fight lions. I'd fight a lion with you, Skies. What's up? Poodles. I'm sure your poodles are fantastic. It is definitely one of my less favorite breeds. I don't like hair. So my favorite breeds have very, very, very short hair, like Rat Terrier, Boxers, Beagles. I would love to have a Golden Retriever. They're obviously like one of the best dogs you can have temperament-wise, but I don't want to mess like that hair. The hair would destroy me. I wouldn't be able to handle it. It's looking like her next gig is in Atlanta, so I'll be trying to find something around there. Does that mean you're moving? I don't know what that is, but it's Eevee, so it's probably getting listed. God, I just want to catch a full shelf of MSRP. Not even to resell. I just want to catch MSRP so I can enjoy a rip. I haven't really opened anything in a good bit. I just want to open packs like I'm not throwing $500 down the drain. I want to open packs and feel like I'm dumping $169.99 down the drain. Australian Shepherds are cool, but their hair's too long for me. I love hair. You like dog hair? Sadist. Yeah, my master set binders are lacking, dude. That's the only reason. That's the main reason I want to go to this show is I want to walk around for an hour and just like get as many Pokeball and Master Ball reverses for my black and white sets. Like dogs that don't shed typically have hair. Yeah, but still, it's hair. It gets everywhere. And it's long. And I like smaller dogs too because I don't like picking up like human-sized logs. I'd rather pick up nice little petite pebbles of poo, not giant human turds. Not my cup of tea. More than likely, but not for certain. Well, if it's what you want, I hope it happens. That's all that matters. I got a French Bulldog. Frenchies are cool. They got some attitudes on them, but I look at Frenchies and all I see is just a little tiny diva. I have never met a Frenchie that wasn't a diva. Male or female. Like they're just little attention seeker babies. Crazy, all products I'm able to find for MSRP are at Family Dollar, lol. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We pay a guy $12 a week to pick up dog poop here in Vegas. Dude has an LLC and pays his rent. And hey, maybe I need to start my own business down here. I mean, it probably beats picking up shit all day. It probably beats working with customers all day. So your YouTube channel really started getting 2 years ago? No. 2 or 3 months ago. I originally started my channel 3 years ago. And then I made an intro video of like, hey, my name's Bronze. And at the time, I didn't know what I was doing. And then I was a giant pussy and got scared and then didn't do anything for a year. And then the beginning of the second year, I was like, okay, we're going to start this off again. So we did it again, and I did another intro video, and then I became a giant pussy again, and then didn't do anything for a whole nother year. Then the beginning of the third year, that's about a year and a half ago, I was like, okay, I'm getting back into shape. I want to start doing like chronicling that. So that's why every now and then you might see a short come up of me like walking. That's what that was from. And then I went to go start live streaming and I did some unboxings, but I still wasn't sure exactly what I was doing. And then I quit again. And then, but I was doing like an unboxing a month. So I would do an unboxing a month. I started the One Pack Magic series at that point because I wanted to at least do something daily. That was the goal. And then it wasn't until the I was getting some subs here and there. I think I had like 500 or 600 by the time that one guy reacted to my video and called me a fat piece of shit. And then I got like 1,500 subscribers off that video. And then here we are. So remember, when someone's hating on you, that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, and what they only have those like 3-card packs, right? I want to do a basic vlog kind of thing. It'd be fun and keep me motivated. Yeah, just do it. I mean, honestly, like here's the thing. When I quit drinking, a lot of the content was to keep me busy so I wouldn't fall back on that. You know, and there was a little time where it didn't work, but now it's like, you know, I haven't missed a day of posting something for 1.5 years. I don't want to ruin that streak. But yeah, man, if you want to do it, just do it. Like, I still to this day, like, I find it fascinating that anyone would want to sit here and watch me sort cards. But like we were talking about last night, it's not necessarily about what I'm doing. It's just like creating a little, you know, a little group of friends or a little group of people that have a similar interest in you. And we're basically, like, I consider this us sitting at like a virtual table in a card shop and we're all just talking about the day. And then right now I'm being a giant pussy because I want to do some gaming, but I keep not doing it because it doesn't have to do with cards. But also in the back of my head, I'm like, well, you know, even if you have a business, like you can still do things like on the side. So eventually we'll start doing some like impromptu, like weekend things if I can't, you know. But basically, don't be a pussy. Do what you want. I mean that wholeheartedly. I don't mean like, you know, rudely, but you know what I mean. Shane, those are like the 2 greatest check boxes ever. If you're halfway relatable and you're not a complete asshole, I will give you a chance. I'll probably give you 2 chances, but I'm also very in tune with the type of personality types that I like and don't like. So if I get a whiff of a very narcissistic people, I will shut down in a heartbeat. I will not be around them. And people who are overly needy, I probably will you know, yeah, no thanks. But for the most part, anyone else, I'll, you know, because who knows? I mean, you could find a lifer. So your advice is get started, post content regularly, don't have any expectations. Exactly. Yep. Because the minute you have expectations is the minute you're going to get disappointed. Have goals, but like with YouTube, you know, when I got all the subscribers that I did on that video, Rob from RNG and a few others said, like, listen, when you're in this game, it might take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but you're going to do one video, and that one video is where you're going to get most of your subscribers to where you can get monetized and stuff. And that's basically what happened. And even now, it's like, I don't, like, yes, I added sub goals and like member goals on my screen just because why not? But I also don't expect anything. So if something does happen, sweet. If nothing happens, sweet. You know, I'm just sitting here doing something I would normally do. And the more authentic you are about it, the more relatable you're going to be. And then through that is when, you know, you might start getting a little bit of monetary gains. But anyone strictly going into streaming purely for the money side of things probably needs to rethink their plan of attack. You know, that's my opinion, at least. Bro, be nicer to yourself. Seriously, I don't even think I said anything that self whatever. Did I? Well, okay, I was calling myself a pussy a lot, but like I guess you're right, but also I've been trying to be like immersion of truth to myself and really call myself out when I'm doing things that I've strongly said I wouldn't do. So it's like it's a fine line between self-ownership and I guess self down talk. So I could probably put it in a better way to where it doesn't come off so harsh while also being truthful. That's some solid feedback. I can accept that. I can accept that. Howdy. I have not gotten the LLC yet. I'm still dragging my feet. I'm still picking. I kind of told myself August 5th. I set my feet in the sand on that. I have a couple things that I need to pay off so that way everything's separate. I don't want to really go too far with it. It's only 2 more months, so I'm sticking to that goal of August 5th for that. I don't see anything doing it. Which app is better to scan Pokemon? TCG scanner sucks, and I'm not able to buy an expensive scanner. I mean, you probably don't want to hear this answer, but you don't need a scanner. I don't know how long you've been doing it, but like, it might be a good idea to just do everything by hand for a while, just so you can like get into a rhythm of how to do things. If you've been doing it for a while and you're just tired of doing it, then I mean, I've got a scanner, and I'm still sitting here manually sorting cards. And when if I ever get a sifter, I'm still going to be sorting cards manually and adding things in manually. If I ever get one of those big boy Roka sifters, while that thing is going, I will be also manually sifting and sorting things. So like, not saying you, but there are a lot of people that think like, oh, I have a scanner, so now that ends me doing anything else. And you're never going to not be sorting cards and doing things manually for the rest of your life. It's just using those things to speed the process up while you are also doing the things manually. Oh, crunched. What up, Rons? What's up, Reformed? Happy Friday to you, my dude. Valid input. Appreciate it, man. I try so hard. PFL. Still a crown. Shroud of Fable. Dude, Reformed, you've been killing it, man. Daily uploads do a lot. You got any big plans this weekend, Reform? Other than church on Sunday? Nice. Although I got like a 60 on Pokemon deal, and I think it's just too hard to scale up by myself manually at this point. I mean, it's always going to be hard though, right? Like you saw I don't know if you saw my video or not, but I had like a fucking 200,000 card backlog. Like, it's still hard for me sometimes, but if you have a backlog, that's not a bad thing. It's weird, but it's not. Rummaging through a box of sports, I found a Michael Jordan baseball rookie card. Hell yeah, dude. How much is that thing? So, will you never switch to Chaos? I'll never say never, but it is not something that, it doesn't make my brain happy. I don't like the idea of not having some kind of system. I know Chaos is a system, but I want to know that I can look up a set and look up a letter and find what I want. And for what I'm building, I don't know that with the amount of stuff that I plan on having, Chaos is going to be the best thing. I'm perfectly content with spending extra time to sort and list and alphabetize. I'm not saying, I by no means am saying is that chaos sorting is a lazy thing, but for me, putting in the extra time to kind of set it up the way I want's worth it. I think just playing in the backyard with hose and stuff for the kids, nice. What the hell is chaos sorting? Basically, it's like you take 100 cards, they're not in any order whatsoever, and then you list them like on eBay, and you have a skew of like, let's say you have like this stack of cards here, right? So I list these all. That goes in as bin 1 with a skew of number 1 to 100. You stick them all in a bag, and then they just sit there. And if someone orders a bunch of cards from you, it'll say, the first card will say bag 1, number 36. Then you go to bag 1, pull the 36 card, bam. So yeah, you have to be like extremely like organized and unorganized at the same time, and it's just not something that my brain does not like that. I'm open to the idea, but and I mean, some people hate this. My box right here, like this is all my eBay stuff. I don't have it set sorted yet. It's just all alphabetical by Pokemon. And there's like 30 different Pikachus in there, and I'm sure someone who would go in that box would be like, bro, you have all your Pikachus in P, you don't have them separated by anything else. And it's like, well, eventually I will. And mistakes could happen, but I just don't, that doesn't hurt me, make my brain hurt as much as the other stuff. Ella Wright on appreciate it. I'm not totally new, but adding the higher volume is a bit overwhelming a bit. I think seeing the backlog is what's making me feel, I just went through it, dude. Everyone goes through it, but yeah, it's, you're never gonna be caught up. Ever. So the quicker you are able to come to grips with that, the easier it's going to be for yourself. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, scan and release, the bottleneck being how many cards you physically have. Now that that is gone, bottleneck is conditioning and sleeving. Yeah, there's always going to be a bottleneck too. So it's like all you can do, you can keep trying to optimize and optimize and optimize, but there's always going to be something that's a bottleneck. So, you know, just do your best to spread your time evenly amongst all aspects. And then when the thing that comes by that makes you a little more money faster, you know, prioritize that. Everything else goes on the back burner. I do alpha, yeah. The particular one is just 15 to 20. Oh, yeah, 15 to 20. Huh? Yeah. Not a problem, dude. Chaos Story is definitely lazy, but I'm okay with it. I have a 1-year-old. I show up. I like the stream. It's that easy. What up, gang? What's up, Calculated? Yeah, it's in essence, it is the lazy way to go about it, but it's also, you know, it's fast to pull. I just, I don't know. And originally, I was doing so much on TCG Player that it's not. There wasn't at the time a way to do it with TCG Player. With most of the platforms that you had, it was like eBay, and that was it. So that you were able to do it, but not so much with other platforms at the time. Speaking of which, I haven't liked my own stream. I'm doing that now. We got a goal of 25 likes for the stream. If we can get there and you're enjoying your time, I would appreciate it. You are the best. What you got going on this weekend, Calculated? Calculated cardboard. I don't know where that came from. I went to go make a robot voice, and it came out not a robot voice. Mega. Dramatic. Mega. Feels good to find a $3.52 card in bulk. Selling bulk makes me excited for even a 25-cent card. You better believe it, dude. I was talking to T-Tar the other day, and I always talk about, you know, how I talk about to him. I always talk about bulk, and he's like, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. He bought a box of bulk, and he found like 3 illustration rares in it. One of them was like the Scyther from Obsidian Flames, and it's like a $20 card. He was like, holy shit, it works. I was like, yeah, it's insane. Like, there's no reason why some of these things should be in there, and they just... It happens all the time, and it can't happen to you if you're not in the mud doing it. I would have never imagined. Well, imagine, man. It's happening. And it's happening to you. I actually take my daughter and her friends to a rodeo, believe it or not. That's awesome. Do you have a favorite set that you like to come across in your bulk? I'll answer that in a second. Josh, just go to the main page, and then on the right, it'll say that box where it has your inventory total. It'll say the word live. You just click on that and you turn it inactive. It'll hide your whole store. My favorite set to come across in bulk for Pokemon is 151, 151, and 151. If I had to pick 3 different sets, I would say 151, I would say Destined Rivals, and then I would say probably Journey Together and Ascended Heroes. Yeah. You truly are a bronze and a god. No E! Oh my god. You've known me for how long? You keep putting an E on my name, you jerk. Hey! What's up, Shiny Shadows? What is going on, dude? Welcome on in. Happy Friday afternoon. Happy weekend. Bronze God, brass balls, baby. Bumper sticker. Bumper sticker. Bronze God, brass balls. I love it. I hear you on 151. So many people discard reverse hollows. Dude. And it's going to be one of those sets that even like the... you know, the regular commons and stuff, they're gonna, you know, there's so many people that are gonna want to master set that down the road that, like, when I sold all that bulk, I kept all my 151 stuff. Josh, what does that mean? So my buddy Goat Viewer, he owns a store here in Florida, and he's been hoarding, and he does a lot of magic, and he turned his store on, and in 2 days he did like 25 grand in sales. So he just asked me how to turn his store off. So I'm wondering if he's made it, if he's eclipsed 50. I want to hear it. Sleepy, you got it, dude. That's exactly it. It actually is. I've never been to one before, but it's supposed to be like top 30 dudes competing for... Oh, that's a good little competition there. I made the E mistake once. Oh, yeah. I try not to yell. I truly don't care, but, you know, it's... If I wasn't cool, then I would have the E, but I'm cool. And everyone knows that when you're cool, you leave the E off. I was watching older videos. Are you still doing direct? And are you going to go to get... Are you still going out direct to go on? So I'm trying... doing all my magic on TCG Player and doing all my Pokemon on eBay. I am in direct. I don't plan on leaving direct. I want to be on direct. I'm getting into more and more box openings, like the foundation stuff, and with the changes coming to direct in 2 weeks, where the fees are a little more beneficial, it's just something I want to do. Pokemon, I'm definitely going to be doing like the reverse holos and holos on eBay. I haven't figured out what I want to do with the regular stuff yet. The regular stuff, I think I want to list everything, but I also thought about making like master sets, like common, uncommon master sets, and then just charging a premium for them. I haven't really decided yet. I have a while to think about it though, because I've got so much. I'm not doing anything with the bulk until I have most of the eBay stuff that I have. I'm behind on listed, and that's why I'm still set sorting this stuff and alpha sorting it. So that way, when I get to that point, I don't have to worry about it then. Nah, shit is getting too far behind. I bet. You're insane. Will you do with energy cards you find in bulk? With MTG Basic, I do layouts and bait. Does that work for energies too? I don't think it works for energies. You can do it. I just shove them in a box. I've thought about doing like starter kits, like, you know, 10 of each energy or 5 of each energy, like 40 commons and uncommons, 5 reverses, 5 rares, and EX, and do it for like $19.99, or like just trying different packages of things. But they're not going to go nearly as fast as Landlots do. Wait, Prismatic isn't your favorite? No, not at all. Gotta watch a video on how to find endless amounts of bulk products. Well, I kind of only go over 3 things, but those 3 things are how I found most of my stuff. Have you seen that TCG mass price is freaking up all kinds of Pokemans? No. I mean, my store is still not live right now, but what's going on? Makes sense. Thanks. Not a problem, Shiny. Thank you. Thank you. For modern common master sets would probably work better. I do any older common, and only modern is the big 5 to 10. Yeah. I think it's a solid idea to do. But, you know, we're getting better at prioritizing time and prioritizing the big money things. So yeah, actively right now, mass price is not working. It seems to be shifting prices randomly. Have you asked it to not shift around prices randomly? I think 10 energies of each is a good starting point. I did that a while back and did pretty solid. Might have to give that a shot then. 10 of each energy. That's like 80 cards. And honestly, like when it comes to that stuff too, I wouldn't be afraid to like promote them like 10% or like 15%, something crazy, because it's just energy. So if you can get like a land energy lot like that for like 13 or 14 bucks, and then like just blast it and do like 20% ads, it's energy. So if you're giving up a fifth of what you would make, it's energy. Like, just give me what I can. Give me what I can get. Let me move on to the next thing. Yeah, I said I took my shit and it just sat on a load screen. They didn't call me names. That's rude. Yeah, a buddy of mine does uncommon and common matches. Is pretty decent with them on eBay as well, but he's also a whale in the game and opens so much. Yeah, there's I think, you know, since I sold all that stuff, it's let me kind of calm down a little bit and kind of reassess and do things in a different way. Like, obviously I love Pokemon and I want to keep doing it. But it's allowed me to kind of just like, you know, press the reset button, think of things in a different manner. You know, try to prioritize my time better. Still sift it like I'm doing now. Try to find whatever value I can. Was organizing my own list and found another 10 of Yu-Gi-Oh! I need Richard Mike to make content about Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, Mike, do for your next series, do you want to do TCG Player First eBay Yu-Gi-Oh! Edition? Doesn't that sound like fun? Doesn't this sound like an excellent thing that you'd want to do? I have packets of fairy energies. What the hell am I going to do with that? Honestly, that's probably the one energy I would entertain listing separately. Because fairy energies aren't in every set. It was just like an XY thing or whatever generation it was in. Japanese. Shake your money maker. However that song goes. Yeah, fairy energies are... they're the exception to the rule. Nope, wrong place. Crunched. Wingstop. Ew, Papa John's? Dude, okay. Goat Viewer has decided to open up a whole civil war here. If you enjoy wings from Papa John's or Domino's, you're disgusting. If you could go to Wingstop or those other two, you need to be going to Wingstop over the other two 100 times over. Fast food chain wings are not, for the amount that they are and how tiny they are not worth it. Sorry, not sorry. Chicken strips too. It's actual chicken restaurant all the way. Oh, $6 Relentless Rat. Let's go. Yeah, fairy angels are weird. People love them. Even when they were legal, people love fairy type. I like fairy type, but that's another topic for another day. If you know what I mean. No, I'm saying Wingstop is good. Wingstop is better than Buffalo Wild Wings. Yes, I would agree with that. Listen, when they have that 20 wing for $17.99 combo and you get like some fries and a drink, that's like the most ungodly combo known to man. I've never gotten an order from them and had to wait. It says 7 to 12 minutes. I show up in 7 minutes and that bitch is ready. That goes a long way. That factors into how the food tastes too, if I'm being honest. Yeah, everyone knows Pizza Hut. Ugh. Jake, I love you, but that's... I don't know, dude. That's too much. Well, wait. Pizza Hut had Wingstop at one point, so you might have something there. When they were affiliated with Wings... Wait, or did they just call their own thing Wingstop? Now I'm confused. Were they affiliated with Wingstop, or do they have their own wing thing called Wingstop? Wingstop is trash? No. Boo. Give me a Shadow Reverse Hollows energies. I play in pre-release. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Those are dope. I like those cracked ice energies from the Stellar Crown, the Terrapagos UPC. I like cracked ice hollows in general. Cracked ice is the shiz. Oh, Wing Street. Yes. Wing Street. Close. Listen, man, you just weren't hard. You weren't doing enough to get those cards. I feel like they could have been swayed. You just were. Listen, man. Everyone's got to eat. It just so happens that some people eat crack. Wing Street. Yeah. I knew it was something similar. Got all my scans in for the week, about 1,200. Let's go. Dude, 1,200 is a solid amount. I keep fucking this camera up. Cosmos energies, like the Scarlet Violet ones, the ones from 151. Yes, it's a yes. I approve. I don't know. I don't need a cat. Ever since I watched Constantine and know that I could travel to hell by looking into a cat's eyes, I don't want a cat. Doesn't seem like a good time. At all. No cat zone. It would not help me sort. It would. This is what it would do. I would be sorting and it would go. Wah! Ah! And it would do that the whole time, and I get pissed. And then I throw it outside, and it would scratch at the door, and I get even angrier. And then I would probably be on live stream fails for tossing my cat. And that would end my my online career. So no cats. I also hate litter boxes and refuse to get one. That is one thing that'd be cool. Like I would, if I did have a cat, I would toilet train it. Because I wouldn't deal with a litter box. Wouldn't happen. Nice, Sleepy. I hope to get about that many. I have them ready to be scanned. Planning on doing that tomorrow morning. Nice. Yeah, what I do is try to scan as much as I can during the weekend and aim for 200 a day, 6 days of the week. As Sundays, I try not to do any cards. Then throughout the week, do card uploader. That's a solid strat, my dude. That's actually kind of close to what I'm doing, except I'm going to try to do it all in one day. Scan it all and do it all on one day, and then just pull it up and just hit the list button. Download CSV, upload, done. Bang. I wouldn't want my cat going outside, Brooks. I don't want to get knocked up. I don't want it knocking cats up. I don't want it to bring other cats home. I don't want it bringing back fleas. I don't care if it's got flea medicine. I don't care what it's romping around in. I don't want any part of it. I want none of it. Although, if that's what your cat does sound pretty cool. I would give your cat a chance. I wouldn't give other cats a chance. Hello, hello. What's up, Anels? Hello, Governor. I have 4 cats. I'm fostering a month-old kitten. That's dope. Kittens could be cool, but I don't know. The big issue I have with cats is when I lived with my parents when I was like 19, 18, before I moved out for the first time, it was a smaller cat. And if I had my bedroom door open, this cat would come into my room and it would run away from me immediately and would try to escape by getting behind my dresser. And what he would do is he would get himself stuck and wedged in between the wall and the dresser. So I would have to go and get him unstuck. But when I would do that, he would claw and bite and scratch at me and would piss me off. And then I would throw him out of my room only for him to go back into my room, get stuck in the same spot, and on the cycle went. And that gave me a very big disdain for cats. I want a munchin cat? Like you want to eat one? Is that what that means? You want to eat a cat? A little cat snack? How many do you get listed a week, Bronze? Because I'm rebuilding this a little different, but with Magic, and once I start doing unboxings regularly, I aim to list 10 to 15,000 cards a weekend. That'll be the goal. At least 10,000. The opening, and then whatever else I can. We're doing some Dragonstorm Precon decks and listed them today. Also, surprising some Lorcana bulk sold. Does Lorcana? I feel like I would be interested to hear. Does Lorcana do better on eBay? Because I feel like because it's Disney characters, you could probably get a decent amount for just random ass cards with Goofy on them or something. Kittens are top 5 creatures on the entire planet easily. If that's the case, then it would be 5, and the other top 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4 would all be things that eat kittens. Also found out my oldest cat had diabetes 2 weeks ago. That was a whole new journey learning itself. Yeah. We dispense pet insulin all the time, and the horror stories I hear of people trying to give their cats insulin is something I would not wish on anybody. Not in a million years. Ooh, base set Jinxie Poo. This is what I want to do to a cat. Well, it's backwards, but it has double slap. I wouldn't do it, but I might want to do it. There is a difference. There's a big difference. No, 1 to 4 are chicken strips. Then kittens are an awesome number 5. Fair. No, just listed bulk from a few packages to spare, presumably playable commons. Okay. I like it. Because it literally like 1 drop of insulin, I went through the crazy process with it. Did you get the right size needle? Or the right size syringe? Because they make like really tiny syringes that are where you're able to draw up a tiny amount of insulin, but it looks like a lot because of the way it's shaped. I guess when you crack boxes, you don't really have to condition, right? For the most part, with foils you have to sometimes, but yeah, that's one of the advantages. You know what? I'm on Twitch now. Screw YouTube delay. Actually, dude, I changed my delay. My delay was apparently on for like 20 seconds, and I changed it to like 5. I should probably just do away with it altogether, but I want a little of one just in case something happens. I don't know. I don't even know if I would know how to fix whatever that thing that's happening in the event that it did, so... Welcome, Twitch version of Enles. Enels. I always say Enles. Enles. I can't wait till this box is over. Cannot wait.
Hello there.
Yo, what's up? Enels is now following over on Twitch. One follower closer to our 10 follower / subscriber goal. Our daily goal that we now have. Seeing the bar goes up is sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I did, and it's sitting in a giant pile because I don't want to de-sleeve it. Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, most of the people that we do go with the traditional stuff, but if you're able to do it on an insulin pen, that's like way easier. Sleeves are double work, and they go to the back of the workflow. Because fuck sleeves, that's why. It looked at me crazy. I ended up having to buy a box of needles from the vet. How much was it? Vets tend to overcharge for stuff like that. So if you got a box of like 100 and it wasn't more than like... Hopefully you didn't spend like more than $20 or $30. Because like a lot of Walgreens and like Publixes and stuff, they'll have store brands where you can buy like 50 pen needles for literally like $10. Every stack of cards I open, once I get the energies, the code cards, and the sword and shield stuff out, there's like a stack of 50 cards. And that's it. It's kind of insane. Rika. Hey, boo! Little fairy action. We'll throw that one aside. We take those. Oh, I know what I gotta show you. I hope I have it here. Check this out. Finally able to catch a Bronze Guy live. What's up? Katarina? Katarina? What's up? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Only 247 orders behind. Quit whining, bitch. Oh, I only have 247 orders and did like 16 grand in sales. Ooh. Oh, where is this thing? Oh, yes. Look at this. No, you'll be back. It might be hard to see. See the crimp? I got a nice little crimp air, little evolution. I'm going to put this on an auction. It's going to be like a 99-cent auction, and I'm just going to let it ride. I hope your wife is fake, you jerk. Oh, never mind. That was too much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I may have gone a bit overboard. In all fairness, 240 is a long night. Oh, what's up, Tonio? What's up? Solid little crimp error. I thought about sending it into CG. Do you think sending something like that to CGC to get like the error tag on it would be worth it, or should I just put it on an auction for 99 cents? Hey, Ron, have you ever been into a Magic collector boosters? We actually opened one on stream the other night. And I opened like 3 Spider-Man ones trying to get lucky, and I did not get lucky, and I got hosed big time. I have a Sableye crimp, nice. Yo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Mention was driving earlier, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk seller here. But yeah, you have to really love the game to deal in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk. Well, I don't love the game, and I'm going to be getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk because... Hey. There are aspects of hobbies that you like that you may not like, but the more grubby little hands you have in pies, the better things are. So we're going to learn, and it's going to be painful. But that's part of the game. It's not big enough a crimp, in my opinion. Possibly. You're probably right, but I think I'm just gonna throw it on as a auction. Just start it for 99 cents and then whatever. If I could get like, I think I could probably get like $5 or $10 for it. Who knows? Temple Forces, where the hell are you? Hey man, hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well too, dude. Welcome in. I hate the toxic play environment. Yes, I would agree. Any toxic play environment is miserable. It could be a game that you don't even play. I mean, you could just be hanging out and there could be another game going on and they could be toxic and it would be enough for me to leave. Prismatic. Mega. Surging? What did I put surging? Right there. That's what she said. I wonder how many people here actually know how to play Pokemon? I don't know. I don't know how to play. I know like the very, very, very basics of it, just from like the app, the collecting app thing that just came out a couple months ago or a year ago. I don't know. How many here know how to actually play the game? You don't even know how to play the game. Shut up. Just in case anyone didn't hear, I know Goat Viewer IRL. That's why I'm going a little hard on him. We get a little saucy. So this is not just some random guy that I'm just berating. Or I'm lying and it is. That could be a thing too. Who knows? was playing on TG Live app. Certainly it's not the best card game though. I don't think it is. I get it. I get the appeal though. I sure don't. Seems like 10% or so of the customers not playing at this point. That's how it is all the time. Once everything goes to zero or starts to not be worth it, then all those people will leave and the numbers will be back up. I don't know you, Stranger Danger. Show me on the doll. Show me on the doll where the stranger touched you. And that'd be nowhere because you were disgusting. No one wanted to touch them. No one. I was a champ on my league in 1999 at Borders, but that was my peak. Nice. Didn't realize Fossil Psyduck with 1999-2000 on the bottom sells 3 times the price. Sold 4 today at $2.99. Yeah, dude. eBay is a whole nother world. I had an order today. It was like 4 or 5 reverse hollow Psyducks from Evolving Skies, and they were $2.49 each. Insane. Play semi-competitively? What's up, Sleepy? What deck are you on right now? I had a Sylveon VMAX deck. Was it 60? What's the max deck size in Pokemon? 40 or 60? Was it 60? Was it just 60 Sylveons? It's weird. The goal thing updated on my Streamlabs, but it did not update on the screen. I wonder why. Oh, well, we'll figure it out another day. Oh, it's because somehow my stream got all the way... there we go. I'm dumb. I've been playing a straightforward Ethan's Typhlosion deck. I actually ordered the cards. Dude, Ethan's Typhlosion looks so good. All variations of it. Dragapult. It's 60... It's 60 hard, no more. No... Oh, interesting. I would understand less, but it's interesting that it's more, too. Sold 2,200 bulk Yu-Gi-Oh. What'd you charge for it? What's the difference between a fossil Psyduck with the date on it and not? Do they normally not have the date? Josh, I might have to get a tooth pulled tomorrow. If I don't, I'm going to a card shop. I'm coming by your store and you're going to sell me more stuff. That's the way it's going to be. Oh my God. People collecting on the phone heard my name, something about you coming to the store to give me money. I mean, you got more cards. I might get if I don't have to get a tooth pulled tomorrow, I'm going to the card store. There's a card show tomorrow, and then I was gonna stop by the store and hang out for a little bit, and then yeah, if you have stuff, I might be able to buy a little more. People collecting master sets want it. It's the only thing from third. Oh, got it. I hung my wife to try to hear more. Good call. I'd have done the same thing. Oh, Rex. Sorry, I was giving my cat his nightly insulin. A deck of 60 cards. You can only have 4 copies of each. It's just interesting that you can you can't have more than 60 because like Magic and stuff in those kinds of games, you're just limited to a 60 minimum. I just thought that was interesting. Oh, nice little Hidden Fates group there. Psyduck. Oh my God. I gotta get a different light. It's so bright. Anyway, a couple little popular nerds there. Wiz Khalifa sampled this song. It's one of the best. I'll have to check that out because that sounds good. I'd listen to that. Fake? I'm not modding anything. There's an auto mod. I don't have any say over it. I don't have any control over it. It has to be on for unruly townsfolk like yourself. I can't be having random people come in here and being all fuddy-duddy and stuff. I gotta, keep the peace, man. Just because you own a card store doesn't mean you get to act all crazy. Or sorry, a video game store that acts like a card store. JK. I can't. I don't know how to, which is the biggest issue. Now there's a format called Gym Leader Challenge, and it's like Magic Commander. You can only have one of each card, and it uses cards all the way back, I think, to XY. That's pretty cool. Is it a competitive format, or is it a casual format, or are they trying to? Is it casual and they're trying to make it competitive? What's the one where it's like Legacy, where you can it's like every time I see a Floatstone or a VR Seeker or stuff like that, it's I can't think of the name of it. I wish I could. Denny Phantom talks about it a lot. Nope. Paradox Rift. It's not even a video game store, to be honest. It's just a big nerd hole. Love it. What's up, Bronze? What's up, Saints? What's going on? The website is called Mr. Right for now. If you want to check it out, I will. I can't now because it's probably DMCA'd, but Mr. Right for now. I like it. I'm going to be listening, conditioning a big old box of Magic. Sounds good, dude. Bronze only listens to I Wish by Skilo. You gosh darn right. What else is there to listen to? Actually, let me just try it now. So I don't forget. Okay. Saved. DRI. You missing energy. Why sort Pokemon now that you've embraced the Chaos Sort? I have not embraced the Chaos Sort. I was flirting with the idea, but I definitely do not do that. I have all my eBay stuff alphabetically sorted over here by letter. Soon I'll be set sorting within each letter and getting that taken care of. I don't know that we ever will. Also, I like sorting and alphabetizing too much. Sorting and alphabetizing, I've said this before, sorting and alphabetizing for me is like a big like stress reliever. So just throwing things in a bag in a chaos sort would not give me an outlet to just kind of relieve that stress. So is it more costly in the time arena? Yeah. Do I care? Not really. Chaos sort is a ladder. Love it. Well, frankly, that's the better system on the long haul, but I'm lazy. Hey. It's not necessarily lazy. I mean, it is the easier way, sure, maybe, but like, you know, if it works for you and you're making money, it doesn't matter if it's lazy or not. Some say it's lazy to pick your boxers up by your toes, flip it up in the air, and catch it. Some would say that's just a smart way of doing things. So it really just depends on how you look at it. Sorting cards is the most insufferable TDM ever. You're the most insufferable TDM ever. How do you like that? Agreed. Even though I'm now just reorganizing my inventory, hey, gotta do it at some point. This box is probably gonna take like 4 streams, and I don't know how I feel about that. But we're gonna get through it. I need this. I honestly, half of it's just because I need the space, and I don't want to bring it back out there unless it's done. Ignore that noise. Does this sound like Goofy? Oh. That's cool. Just like a base Zekrom from, what is that, Boundaries Uncrossed? McDonald's promo. Yes, on all accounts. Can just alphabetize each batch. Could. That is definitely a solid idea, but I just like doing it this way better. But it is a very, very, very solid way about doing things. Nah, sorting is way better than conditioning. A big pickup. I would agree with that. Wait till you get a 1-card order for the same card and you chaos sorted them across 50 batches. Yeah, no thanks. Mike, that is a deep fear of mine now, but I'm even chaos sorting TCG player. You madman. No, it sounds like Bronze got mimicking a dying cat. Thank you. I'm glad I have my dying cat impression on lock. I now not have to. I don't have to work on that anymore. It's inevitable with a large inventory. Yeah. Yep. That's kind of why, another reason why I wanted to focus the Magic stuff on TCG player, especially for Direct. It's like with Direct, once you have all the sets in chronological order and alpha sorted, it's just left to right, top to bottom, and that's it. Oh. Where are more? Sora and Chill? What the hell is Sora? Like it. If you're in Direct with big inventory, there's no cast with it. Absolutely correct. That's why I'm not so sad I'm not doing it. Well, that's another reason why. But yeah, it's just, you know, if there's a certain way that of going about things, and that way gravitates you, and you can do it in a timely manner and make progress and do everything you got to do, it's all you really got to worry about. PFL. Black. PFL Mega. Championship deck. PFL. Mega. PFL. Mega. I'm just hyped if I made it in time for a live stream instead of watching it immediately after you log out. Yeah, I like that too. I also did get on a little earlier today. Is the card show tomorrow on Cape Canaveral? Yeah. This is the same one they do every 2 months. Just sold an Ophiomancer and thought it said Ohiomancer. Was like, what the hell is this? That's fucking great. I sleeved my entire inventory, but now unsleeving and rescanning thousands of cards because I switched from TCG Mates to Card Uploader and my Epson scanner destroys sleeves. I would never sleeve your inventory ever again. Yeah, that sounds like a bad. I'm so sorry you're going through that, but yeah. No. What got me away from set alpha sorting on TSPR was the zippering cards and shifting sets over. How do you keep the Chronicles order when adding batches of cards to boxes? Do you shift every set? I mean, yes, but you don't have to shift that often. I mean, if you're buying collections, like it can matter. But I tend to leave when I start a new 5-row. I keep the 5-row like halfway empty, so that way when I'm shifting, it like makes it easier. But that's just a pick your poison scenario. I don't mind zippering. I don't mind shifting sets. That's something that I don't have any particular negative or positive affinity for. I understand why people don't like doing it, but it is just something that I don't care about. It doesn't negatively affect my mood or my energy at all. Cut out those jet. Glad I found it. Also, you're going to be surprised how much room you're unsleeving. Yeah. I would say in a 5-row row, when you de-sleeve, you're probably going to have like 30 to 40% of the row back. And honestly, like, I know like there's the chance that, you know, cards could get damaged when you're flipping through stuff, but it happens very little to ever that it's just not worth the extra time and money that you're going to be spending on the sleeves. Like, I tried that, but Adobe feeds constantly. Total pain in the butt to scan in sleeves. It is. It is. Found. Oh. What was it, dude? That's stamped cards. That's what's up. Staff stamped cards. I think the craziest staff stamped card I ever found. It was an Aerodactyl staff pre-release promo from Fossil. But it was jacked to holy hell. But it was still like, I think it sold for like 50 or 60 bucks or something. I'm starting to get really good at zippering. I never thought it was something I could meaningfully improve and fish me on. But yeah, oh no, it's definitely something you can. I'm glad you have. Yeah, that makes sense to do one, but still a pain unsleeved. You can just, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Energy. 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 Code card. Uh-oh. What did I just do? God damn it. Yeah, I agree with Mike, dude. It's very rarely an issue with scanning in foils. You have to really just be shoving them in like a Neanderthal for it to have any kind of negative impact. Man, I'm right on the cusp for an RI. I wonder if they're going to hit me tomorrow or not. I think they generate during the week. I think it's like Tuesdays or Wednesdays or something. Gumshoes has the Sun and Moon Ultra Persian stamp also. That's a solid find, man. Your Connect stand for your scanner was sick, by the way. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I forgot the preferred ones can come on the weekend, yeah. Well, preferred ones, though, tend to not be too big unless you've got some... I mean, how big of a inventory do you have for, like, the crazier stuff? Because even if it populates, it's probably only going to be like 100 or 200 cards, so it should be less miserable. I would imagine. PFL. All right. Anyone looking for an iconic Buzz Lightyear from Lorcana? I have one available. Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty. Yeah, that's true. Won't be between 200. I mean, I have yet to have one that. I mean, I don't even know what the cutoff is or what they consider as high demand cards. I know high demand doesn't necessarily mean expensive. So there is that. I can't do any more of that box tonight. I'm spent. I can't do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Hopefully, oh, dude, I don't care. I mean, there might be a day that I care, but like, if you're able, yeah, don't worry about it. No big deal. Thank you for saying something, but yeah, there'll be better places to do that soon. You know, I'll have like a buy, sell, trade, area in the Discord when I start it and stuff. Stuff out of my way. Oh. Hey, Bronze, with being in direct, barely any true bulk moves since it's 40 cents off floor, correct? Yeah. I was having a big problem with my Pokemon strategy once I entered direct, which is why I'm kind of doing the Magic mainly on TCG Player and Pokemon mainly on eBay. It's not an absolute. There are some of these that are going to go on both, but with direct, I'm still listing everything for Magic, even though I probably shouldn't. But I'm probably, ideally, I would say if you're going to sift like a 15-cent floor and then like the other stuff do lots with. Yeah, I know, calculated, I know. There's no excuse. I just don't know how to do any of that stuff. And the guy that's helping me from work has been like super busy. So he said he's going to try to get with me tonight or tomorrow. So I'm hoping by Monday. This weekend or Monday. And then we can hang out and chill and do stuff. It'll be nice to have. It will definitely be cool. Oh, man. Sorting bulk usually isn't that tiring, but when it's bulk that needs that much attention, it's miserable. Even the listed all bulk guy says that sorting bulk is miserable sometimes, and it just is what it is. It's part of the biz. Code cards. That's a solid strat, Tonio. I would have done that if I didn't have if I wasn't so under the gun to get everything delisted. And I was having some like inventory issues in general, so it was worth the nuke. Has anybody ever like did what I did where you just nuke your inventory and start from scratch just to do it? Because I found with all the little holes that I was finding that it was just easier to do that versus like inspecting and counting every set over again. And since a lot of it was already set sorted and alpha sorted, that was probably just going to be easier to go that route anyway. Trash. Get that trash out of here. The guy that designed the card mill used... Oh, interesting. I did not know that, Mike. That's pretty awesome. Did that guy, and did they ever do anything with him? Did they have to pay all that money back from that Kickstarter? That was really shitty. I have not been a reason to move where you're at. Yeah, I thought so. There were some people that gave me a hard time about it, but I thought it was... I nuked my inventory when I found Card Uploader. I'm going to have a... what you would call it? An affiliate code for them soon. They're supposed to deliver units in Q1 2027. Interesting. Wait, the card mill is? I thought the card mill was defunct. Or are we talking still about the other thing? Fucking card mill. So many people try to get me to go in and do that, and then they did their thing, and I wiped my brow. I was like, ha, I did not waste hundreds of dollars. Me no wasty, lots of monies. You know what's funny about that, Tonio, is I've been finding that every sentence that anyone says that ends with sell great on eBay is true. I feel like everything sells great on eBay, and I was so against the fact that that was a possibility, but like, it truly is a great place. Just gotta have the stomach for it. Just gotta be in it to win it. What happened? Are we doing sorting? Yeah, that box is so miserable that I can only handle it for so long. This is jacked. That's jacked. I'm done for the day. I still have orders to pack and stuff too, so... Honestly, Jake, I don't know. I remember there was a lot of news of them possibly... Like, originally when it came out, like, they weren't communicating with anybody, so it almost seemed for a while that they would just, like, started it, got the money, and then quit. But, I think either... I don't know, but I think what ended up happening was they got chased down and then they fixed it, or they figured it out, but I don't know the whole story. I just know there was some wonkiness going on for a little bit. That I do know. All right, let's see. Let's see if we got any homies on right now. They've been doing a lot of interviews and marketing over the last 6 to 9 months. I still want to get one, but wanted to wait closer to when they are actually going to deliver it. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's the same thing I ended up deciding with the Roka Sifter. I didn't want to take any chances, but why are there 2 different listings for this? I don't know. I'm starting to set revenue from some of my sales. Decided to get one, choosing that one over the... Interesting. Is there any reason why you're choosing that over the Sifter? I'm sketch on both of them, so I don't have any problem waiting, but... Yeah, what's up, Joseph? How's it going, brother? Welcome on in. I got a weird question for y'all. Anyone sell Neopet cards? I don't. Yeah, I paid for the Kickstarter. They sent out stuff consistently every couple months. They kept pushing out delivery. Maybe that's what it was. They kept pushing it out, and then people were thinking like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, they keep pushing this out. This is probably not good. Yeah, exactly, Tonio. I don't mind waiting till December or January. I want to make sure. I want to see this thing work. I want to see it work, how it works with Pokemon, and because I mean I know it's gonna be Magic's gonna be fine, but I want to see how it works with Pokemon before we do anything silly. Well, sorry you're coming in right now because we're at the tail end of it tonight. We got on a little earlier than usual, and this box of bulk we're sorting, I'm over it. So I need to go, actually I need to go take care of a few things and run some errands before I come back and do some orders, so. It's a true story that can alphabetize. Also works with Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're working on, interesting. Oh, W Collectibles, yeah. What's going on, man? I remember thy name. You are the best. Wow. That's good to know too. I have not done any research on it ever since I decided to not get it. So that's kind of cool to, it's neat. I like it. Alrighty guys, that's it for me tonight. I am tired and my tooth hurts and I don't want to sort any more bulk. So we are going to send it over to somebody. And hope you guys have a good night. Depending on what happens with my tooth tomorrow, I may not be on tomorrow. It kind of all rides on whether, because it's like it's a dentist, but it's like one of those like it's emergency. It's a place that does emergency things, but I'm not gonna have to necessarily pay an emergency price. So it just depends on whether they're able to rip it out without putting me under. So that's really gonna dictate content tomorrow and Sunday in general. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a good night. We'll see you ASAP, and hopefully with other stuff happening. So may your bulk be bountiful. May your cards be valuable. Higher, further, faster, baby. You guys have a good night.